Will money make you happy? Or, as an extension of that, will material things make you happy? Let's talk a little bit about that. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot, it's me Matt here, and today I want to talk a little bit about a controversial subject, and that is whether money or possessions will make you happy. Now, you probably already know my opinion on this if you've watched my previous videos, but I'm going to get into it and I'm going to give some examples to actually explain the points that I've made before in previous videos, such as my videos on letting go of desire and so on. So, first of all, I'm just going to preface this by saying that I believe that no, money and possessions will not make you happy. That doesn't mean that having money or possessions is a bad thing. In fact, strive for, material success. You don't have to avoid it, but what you should do is not rely on that. You shouldn't expect that your happiness will suddenly come from those things. If you're unhappy and you get money, you're not suddenly going to become happy. If, however, you are happy already, fulfilled inside yourself, and you get that money, then you're going to enjoy it. So, the example that I want to give, explaining why possessions don't necessarily make you happy, I'm going to give an example of one particular possession, and I'm going to show you it in two different situations, and I'm going to get you to think about it. So, for this, I want you to be able to go into your mind and go into your imagination and imagine what I'm about to tell you. So, you're sitting at home and you get a text from your friend. Your friend invites you to come and stay over at theirs. You haven't seen this friend in a long time, you're really excited to see them, and you decide to go over there, and you're hanging out over there, and it's a long way away, so you can't really go home, and you go into the room that they're showing you that you're going to be staying in. And you go in there and there's just this uncomfortable bed. It has like holes in it. There's like a spring coming up out of the mattress. And on that bed, there's just this torn up blanket. It has holes in it. It has what it looks like old food, like crusted over it. And loads of dirt. And it stinks. It stinks like a toilet. What are you going to feel when you've been told that that's what you're going to be sleeping on? You're not going to be very happy with that, you're not going to like that bed, you're not going to like that blanket. Now, let's reframe this and give you another story. So, you've been homeless for the last 10 years, you've been wandering the streets, you're ill, you're unhealthy, you haven't eaten in a long time, you haven't slept in a couple of days because the last times you tried to sleep, people were kicking you while you're sleeping on the edge of the street. And when you do sleep, you sleep on the floor because you don't even have a blanket to your name. And one day, someone tells you that they have a spare room for you. You go in there, it's just a falling apart bed, there's a spring coming up out of the mattress, and all the blanket is this blanket with holes in it, there's dried food on it and stuff, but it's the first bed of any sort that you've seen in 10 years. How are you going to feel? Are you still going to feel like this is, oh, disgusting, I don't want to sleep there? No, you're going to be grateful, you're going to think, wow, this is amazing, I can actually sleep on something resembling a bed for once. What changed? The bed didn't change, the blanket didn't change, what changed was your circumstances. It was you internally that changed, and that affected your reaction to it. And it's the same with everything. If you're a billionaire and you have tons of money, then $1 million to you isn't going to do anything. If you're a poor guy that's never had any money, then $1 million to you is going to do something different. And if you're someone that's happy and you get $1 million, that's going to have a different effect on someone who's sad and gets $1 million. Now, what I'm trying to suggest here is that it depends more on your attitude than it depends on the actual material things themselves. And it is very, very dangerous to rely on the idea that when you actually get something material that you're suddenly going to feel fulfilled, because that's not how it works. It does not change that internal, feeling that you have inside yourself. It does not suddenly fulfill you when you get that new job or that new car or whatever. It might give you a temporary elation, a temporary sense of euphoria that you've actually achieved that, but it's not going to leave you fulfilled. So you have to actually cultivate that attitude inside you of gratefulness. You have to be grateful for the things you have right now if you expect to be grateful and happy and excited about the things that you get 10 years from now. You have to be able to appreciate every little thing and be like that homeless man who, appreciates even those little things because to him everything is worth some gratitude because he has so little. You have to be able to be like that, be kind of Empty as if you own nothing, and appreciate every little thing, every breath of air that you have, every possession that you have, every friend and family member that you have, and every experience that you have in this life. And if you can actually do that, then you're actually going to be able to enjoy everything that comes into your life, from the material possessions to the experiences to your everyday life. And one way that you can do this, that I suggest doing, which is something I do personally, is every day just take a few minutes to think of some things that you feel grateful for. It can be anything. It can be the meal that you've just eaten, it can be the clothes on your back, it can be the fact that you're alive, it can be someone in your life that's made you happy recently, or it could be a film that you've watched that really, got you going. Whatever it is, think of some things that you're grateful for. In fact, what I'm going to suggest is maybe post one thing down in the comments below that you're grateful for in your life. It can be anything, it can be big, it can be small, you can, go into detail about it or just write the thing down. Whatever you like, just share one thing down below that you're grateful for. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and benefited from it in some way. And if you did, remember to subscribe up there because we've got regular videos that come out multiple times a week. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And if you want to keep watching, check out the video that's linked on screen. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.